but you have Golf Life and it's thriving on YouTube.
Come on.
Yeah, Golf Life.
Tell us about it. Like, so have you always liked golf? How did it come about?
Golf, I fell in love with when I admitted I'm an alcoholic. So as soon as I had the balls to walk, I knew for years I had a problem with alcohol. So I was like, right, enough's enough. This is getting ridiculous.
Wow.
I'm really hurting people, girlfriends, my mum, my dad had died, and I was being selfish. So I was like, right. So one day I said, that's it. I'm stopping. So touch wood, I haven't drunk since.
Did you do the 12 steps?
No, I didn't.
Did you not?
Do you know what?
You were good enough not to do the 12 steps, were you?
I went to one AA meeting.
Wow.
And it wasn't for me.
Wow.
And I respect AA. They help millions of people across the world. It just wasn't for me. The one thing I did take from that AA meeting was the guest speaker. They have a guest speaker who comes in, and so he got up and was like, "Hi, I'm so and so, and this is my story." Yeah. And that really helped because I could relate. He was like, "I had a really good job. I had an amazing wife, 2 children." He said, "I've fucked it all because of alcohol." And things he was saying, I was like,
I do that.
I do that.
I do that.
I do that.
Yeah.
Basically, alcohol took over my life. So I was planning my life around alcohol. So once I said, enough's enough, stop being a selfish prick, give up, I was like, what can I do to see my mates and basically not get pissed? So my brother was a golfer, and I used to play with him. I go, this is boring. Let's go down the pub after like 7 or 8 holes. Yeah. Now I can play 36. Do you know what I mean? It's like, so I started doing that. And because of my background with Soccer AM, I know quite a lot of footballers who, footballers love golf. Managers love golf. So we were like, Andrew's like, well, let's sort of combine it. So we did. And it's the best thing I've ever done.
So can you sit in the pub now and stand in the pub when all your mates are drinking? And you can
yeah.
And drink like lime and soda.
Yeah.
Or what? So that's
the only problem I have is if that's beer, or it would have been vodka in my case. If I touch one bit of that,
you're knackered.
I'm gone for 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and it will get to a point.
Did you ever relapse as you started?
Never.
No. Well, you are,
because
that's the best story I've ever heard. That
just because it all happened. I was up here actually. I was in Manchester. I did a job up here, and I remember getting up in the morning, raiding the minibar. I remember going to Wetherspoons. I think there's I don't know if it's still here, but is there a 24-hour one here?
I'm not sure actually.
Near the station.
Right, Piccadilly's got a big one, yeah.
So that's where I went. I remember going in there, and the next thing I knew, I was in my mum's house in the spare room in Cobham.
You don't know how you got there?
And I don't remember anything. And I've woken up still battered. I thought it was in Manchester. I was like, this is happening again. So I walked downstairs, and my mum's just there in tears. And I just looked, I was like, she's just lost her husband. Do you know what I mean? My dad. And I'm carrying on like this. And she's like, and I felt so ashamed of myself. I was like, just looked at her. I was like, I said, that's it for me now. She's like, wow. She just said, you said this before. And I was like, I promise you, that is it now. She said, look, I had to drag you down the station in the middle of the day, people just looking at you. And I was like, I promise you. She was like, oh yeah, whatever. She wasn't saying whatever. She was like, you've just got to. So that was it. That was the day. And I hadn't had a sip since. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Story.
No. So
what a story, yeah.
You brought golf into your life.
Yeah, so golf's my new addiction. Golf's my new addiction. So no, I absolutely.
What a great addiction to have.
Exactly. But it's amazing because I love golf. I'm always chasing. That's my problem. I'm an addictive personality, so I'm always chasing the high. So with golf, obviously, there's highs, lows.
The golf, yeah.
So, but I get to do what I love, like interview people, not sat in a room, like at a training ground, which I love. But you can just be out, in the sun, mucking around, having a game of golf.
Or not in the sun?
Well, in the rain. I love playing in the rain as well. But do you know what I mean? It's like one hole you can talk about Big Sam, what were you like as a child, like growing up football? And then the next thing about your time at Bolton, and you can get a real nice piece.
Yeah.
And people get to see the real person, not them in like football mode. Do you know what I mean? That's what I always tried to do with Soccer M.
Yes.
I didn't go like big game of the week. And I wanted to know about, having a laugh, tactics, what's the person actually like?
Yeah.
Who's your favourite guest you've had?
For me, I'm biased. Gianfranco Zola.
Oh,
he's my hero. I love him.
What? When you asked him to come on your YouTube channel, and he said yes, how was that?
I fainted. It was the most amazing thing. Like, I used to get to Chelsea early to watch him warm up because he used to do this mad thing. Yeah, he used to before you'd get out there and everyone was doing like the passes. He'd boot the ball as high as he could, and just boom, control it on the full, and then boot it again, high as he could, boom, control it. So I used to go in the garden and do that. So he was like, when I had my heart problems as well, he was on. He phoned me up. I'm like, Gianfranco Zola's like. I was like, oh my God, it was amazing. So when I was walking down the fairway with him, I was just like, I just wanted to cuddle him the whole time. I was just like, every shot I hit, I was like, Gianfranco's amazing. But no, if John Terry's been on. We're a massive Chelsea family, so I'd say my dream guest was Gianfranco Zola.
Oh, unbelievable!
But he's such a nice man. Yeah, you must have come across him loads.
Oh yeah, not as often as that, but everybody tells me what a nice guy he is. Like, I mean, and obviously still lives in this country then.
Yeah, he does to and from.
Still go play.
Because his son's a proper golfer. His son's brilliant as well. So hopefully we're going to have a doubles match soon.
How good are you then?
I should be better. Honestly, I should be better.
I want to know about your heart condition. What was that then?
I had a heart attack.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was that down to the drink or?
No, bizarrely not. I only do in big illnesses. Alcoholism.
Crikey, yeah.
I don't do headaches.
No.
So yeah, I had a heart attack. I had a big hole in my heart.
Oh.
But if I was still drinking, I would have died on the spot. So I was lucky I did give up drinking. So yeah, I had a heart attack. That was.
So were you born with the hole in your heart then?
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah?
We're all born with holes in our hearts, but they cover themselves.
In the end, yeah.
Eventually, mine didn't. So when I gave up drinking, I was like, well, where do I get my high from? So I started doing gym because you get the endorphins, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I was doing that, so I get the natural high.
So you were exercising too much, which caused the heart attack?
Not really too much, but I was doing 5K. Not like Mo Farah. I wasn't breaking any records, but I was doing it, and I was buzzing, da da da. But all of a sudden, I couldn't get above 1 kilometre. My legs would sort of seize up. So being a man,
you never said anything.
Never said anything. Men, we need to talk more, big time. So I was like, all right, I'll just go on the bike. So I did 10K on the bike. I was like, oh, that's weird. I can't do that. So I played football one Sunday morning, and it felt like I was hungover, like headache. I was like blurred vision. And I hadn't had a drink for 2 years, and I was like, this is weird. So I was on the way back. I was like, oh, I've got indigestion now.
Oh.
So ironically, I was in the kitchen trying to burp out a heart attack. So yeah, I was having a heart attack. So I was like, oh God, this is weird. And I was supposed to go. I remember it was Chelsea Newcastle on a Sunday afternoon. I was like, I probably won't go. I threw a bit of rank, so I'm just going to watch it at home. It's on Sky. And I was like, flipping out. This indigestion's proper hurting. I was like, I'm not sure if it is indigestion. And then I had a shower.
Ooh.
And then that
could have been even worse with hot temperature.
It weren't great. It weren't great. To put it politely, the old boy shrunk. Proper. I'm trying to put it politely. But it's when you have a hot shower, it's supposed to go not shrink, but I'm trying to be But anyway, so I was like, that's not right. Then the left arm, boom, went.
God.
I was like, oh, fuck, this ain't indigestion.
You were a bit slow, weren't you?
Huh?
You were a bit slow.
Yeah.
With all those those warning signs.
Yeah, but I thought it was indigestion. But then when that was, I wasn't trying to say that to be funny, by the way,
Yeah.
about my private parts.
Yeah.
That was the first time I was like, what's going
That's
on
when you
here?
took it serious.
But they tell you what the body does when you're having a heart attack. This is what the doctors say, is they take away the things that you don't need at that point.
Oh, wow.
It's really clever, apparently. So that's why my left arm
Keep
went.
the heart going.
Yeah.
Did you got your phone? You got a.
So I managed to text my mum. I don't know why I text, because I collapsed. So I could get up the phone. Please come round now. I'm struggling. She lives 3 rows down. Luckily, she had the phone in her hand. She's come round. The ambulance has come, and literally I had like minutes. So I was lucky.
Have you got an Apple Watch?
Huh? I have now.
Good. 'Cause that would have gone off and
Yeah.
called the ambulance straight away.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it
Clever.
says that you're in distress. It rings director.
Yeah.
So good job your mum got hold of it then.
Yeah, I was lucky. I was the whole, that day I was very, very lucky, because they were like, you literally didn't have long. Because it was like, I was on the bed just going, boom, 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 boom. It was rank. But lucky.
And
But to answer your question, no, I'm still not very good at golf.
That's an amazing story. You've got some stories, eh?
Yeah.
are you really good at golf?
Oh, I enjoy golf only as a pure amateur that doesn't bother about the score.
Please come on Golf Life.
Doesn't
Oh,
bother
okay.
about.
Let's
Listen,
hook this up.
You come
I
on as well.
don't-
We'll do a
I-
collab. We'll do a collab.
I
Never
don't.
played.
I don't bother about the score. I like to get a couple of holes where hopefully I can get at least a par even in there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it's warm.
That's what it's
It has,
about.
to be, it has to be sunny.
Yeah.
Next year for Sam.
See you in your summer. We'll go abroad and do your one.
I play the time I play now is more charity games. Like I mean, it's Sir Alex's charity do, and there's a few other charity golf days that I participate in. I keep saying to myself, rather than walking, I should be playing far more golf than I'm doing. Like I mean, because it's much more entertaining than boring walking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these boring 10,000 steps scenario. I mean,
That's such a good quote.
Look at me.
Get it on a t-shirt.
Get out and play golf, you stupid man. Like I mean, and go and walk around the golf course. You walk around the golf course, it's 18,000 steps.
Golf
Not
is so
10.
much more better than this boring walking.
Is that
True there.
popular?
Get that slapped on
Absolutely
a
right.
t-shirt.
Like, I mean, so I should get out more than I do. Like I mean, but because I really enjoy it.
It's great.
And I've
It's
always
such-
really enjoyed it. Like I mean, but you know,
It's such a good game.
So Big Sam and Tubes, a collab
I love the golf.
onto Golf Live, and then a charity T-shirt with Sam's quote on.
Exactly.